This is a hand-fruit haven for precious Nova. May you be safe here until the path forward is made clear. The cavernous room is beautiful but deathly still. The soft creak of the doors disrupts the quiet. There's no one here. Of course there's no one here. Nova could not have expected Palisade to be standing here, waiting with open arms, could she? The plan must be unfolded, the gears must turn. When the abstract pieces finally fall into place, the image will be revealed. There is an altar at the centre of the room. It is a clue, perhaps a portal through which Palisade may be summoned. Its structure is, of course, a key to its use, a natural trait of intelligent design. Right one, the dice. One must take the note of the colour and letter on which the dice land. Life is never truly random, it only might appear that way to the limitations of one's mind. Right 2, the bridge. It is a walkway made of unstable materials. The edges of the bridge must never be touched, as indicated by their bright yellow coloration. Right 3, the gift. One is to pour out an offering and watch it fall away. To be truly free, one must let go of the things that provide false comfort, false safety. The centre will unfold, and that is enough. It all becomes clear to Nova. She need only carry out the rites faithfully for Palisade to surely return. But before she can begin, Nova nearly collapses onto the ground. It's as though she's broken somehow. She can feel the glandulox seed coughing and spluttering. She remembers the bed that she woke up on earlier that day with a strange sense of longing. It's as though merely existing across time has become a sickness to her. Could unconsciousness be its remedy? She heads home. She will perform the rites soon. Just after. Nova awakens. She no longer feels the same strange heaviness in her limbs, but now her stomach is in piercing pain. Perhaps the dustbound do mean her harm. Perhaps they've poisoned her. She must find Dremkinako. So yeah, we're not happy. Fortunately, here is Drem. Well, if it ain't the little casserole herself. About time you woke up. What happened to me? I'm dying. I don't know, Split Pea. What do you feel? What do I feel? I don't know what you mean. And why do you keep doing that? Doing what? Calling me those nonsense words. Nonsense words? You mean like casserole and split pea? Those aren't nonsense words, they're delectable food items. Food items? Oh, okay. I think I get it now. You don't know about eating, do you? Well, remember yesterday, how we learned about talking? Well, eating food, it's kinda like reverse talking. Instead of thoughts coming out of your mouth, you have food going into your mouth. Huh? Wow, you're lucky I'm here to explain this so clearly. I bet you need to eat, since apparently you've never done it. Here, try this. It's cream of mushroom soup. Did you know that it's great for baking? I think it's helping. You are out of range of the centre's influence, so I guess you need to sleep and eat now like the rest of us. Hey, that's enough now. Go get your own soup. If you like it so much, you should say, and rub your stomach with your hand in a circle. Please enjoy the adorable squeaky sound effects. Ah, good one. After pondering this food, Nova makes her way to a field to speak with LGBT. Hi, my name is Nova. You told me yesterday about farming? Ah, silly girl, I haven't forgotten you. And I shouldn't spend too much time here. I should be doing the rites so that my guardian Palisade will return. But if I'm going to be sleeping here and eating your food, I should be contributing. Hey, you're our guest, okay? No pressure. But I'm glad you're here. Please, let me introduce you to the fine art of agriculture. Plants provide us with food and help to filter the air so that we can breathe. When we farm, we provide the plants with water and energy and room so they'll grow to be big and strong. We must also protect the plants against their rivals, the weederons. That's where you come in. Please make sure to clear each field of weederons. Right, clearing the fields of weederons. Oops. This is not going well. There we go. Good job, Nova. How about we rustle up some smoothies after all our hard work? Wow, she's so nice to me. I have to go. See you later. Gotta go find Palisade. Nova cannot handle people being nice to her. The torn loyalties that manifest in Nova here are kind of the core of the game's story. And it's worth paying attention to exactly how they develop. And we shall go and do the ritual. Palisade, I have taken care of my bodily needs. Now I will perform the rites which you have laid out for me. So, first thing we do is we throw the dice. Ah, here we have blue and sea. Blue is the colour of water and of Palisade's dress. Center Sanctuary lies beneath the water in CCC. It was there that I met Palisade of the blue dress. Even though today I am confused, the blue sea reminds me of where this all began. Palisade serves the center, so the center will protect Palisade. So what we're doing here is a kind of, rolling dice and getting a random response and then reading into them. There's very kind of, you can feel Nova kind of rationalising. I hate this bridge, by the way. I'm really bad at it. Also, like, it bullies you quite a lot. I don't want to read out what Nova tells herself. It's cruel. Ah! There we go. Today, I learned how to eat. The soup felt warm and tingly as it went down my throat. As I pour out this bowl, I remember that such pleasures are fleeting. Soon I will reconnect with Palisade and with the center, and there will no longer be any need for wasteful activities like eating and sleeping. Soon everything will be in its proper place once again. Soon. So, days pass. Nova continues in her routine, helping LGBT with the farming during the day and fulfilling the Palisade rites in the evening. It is strange to have a space to call her own, strange to have a set of familiar faces greeting her day after day. None of it matters, of course. Palisade will be returning any day now, but before she does, Dremkinarko approaches Nova with a proposal. So before we get to the proposal, just a quick kind of summary of what's going on here is Nova is going through this kind of rationalising process, trying to fit her broadening experience into what she's been told and raised to believe about the centre, and what we're going to see over the remainder of the game is that ability to rationalise getting more and more stretched, which is kind of central to what all of this is about. Howdy, Clam Chatty! You aren't usually awake this early. Ah, roasted. Here's the deal. Elegy says you have been a valiant warrior, defending the crops from weeds and yada yada. Elegy said that about me? What did she say exactly? Now, Nova, what if you take all that skill, grit, and determination, and channel it into something truly extraordinary? What? That's right, Nova, I'm talking about the Dustbound Beatdown. So there's a pro wrestling segment in this game, which, spoiler alert, I'm extremely bad at. We're going to be here for a while. Every week, a vicious battle to see who'll be crowned victor. The roar of the crowds, the glory of the fight. You want to beat me up? Not exactly, little fish candy. It's a collaboration, see? We won't be truly hurting each other. Together, we'll create a marvellous spectacle. But, Drem, isn't that pointless? Drem? Who is Drem? You're speaking to... Lumbering Jack, like a powerful tree rising from the dust. Jack represents the fertile soil enriched by the cycle of life and dust. Truly a hero for the dustbound. And in the opposite corner, in her beat-down debut, the nefarious Weederon Witch. Will she be able to choke out Jack's growth until he's nothing but a shriveled husk? Or will Jack lumber away with the crown? Find out tonight on Dustbound Beatdown! I'm not wrestling announcer material. Psst, are you sure about this, Drem? I don't know if I'll be any good. You'll be great, Nova. Just follow my lead. Together we'll raise the crowd's hype like never before. So what we have to do here is a kind of timed shot, which I'm real bad at. There we go. The thing I really struggle with is it takes away progress when you miss one. As you can see, I struggle like mad with the timing. Fortunately, they will throw you endless chairs, because pro wrestling is a farce. Oh, come on. Oh, almost. Right, that's round one done. Wow, the Weederon Witch has hit Lumbering Jack with a staggering series of blows. Can he come back from such a pounding? I cannot do these timings. Amazing deflection shot from Lumbering Jack. That's Weederon down for the count. The crowd goes wild! Just, Nova, you okay? That's just for food, Nova, you know what? Never mind, keep doing that. With the first match over, Nova leaves the ring and pays Elegy a visit at her field. Ah, brava, Nova, bravissima. Thank you, Elegy. I'm glad you were there to see it. I didn't really understand when Drem first asked me to do it, but once I was out there... You were a natural. You... Are you alright? I need to tell you something, Nova. Remember when you first arrived here and we unearthed Beatrix Ruta? One day, sooner or later, each of us here will return to dust. That is, of course, why we are called the Dustbound. Okay? I believe that my day is coming soon. A dust lump has been growing upon my shoulder. Beatrix experienced something similar near the end. No, Elegy, it's all my fault. It's my job to keep this from happening. If I were able to clean this place, if I could just... Nova, we Dustbound chose to live outside the power range of the centre. Each of us has a reason for being here. We want to live on our own terms. We want to be more than just extensions of the centre's ego. The Glandulock Seed does not like this. I don't understand. It's okay, Nova. We all need time to grow and figure out where our priorities truly lie. Speaking of growing, are you ready for farming? I've been slowing down lately. Hope you can pick up some of the slack. Of course. Nova walks into the fields. The act of weeding has become a familiar comfort to her, but today she feels the centre's presence looming behind her, frowning upon her leniency. That took way longer than it should have. Whoops. Oh dear. I do have to take out the 2 turret dudes as well. Ow. There we go. Oops, that was completely wrong. Great work, Nova. This is for you. A flower? In some cultures it is customary to shower an excellent performer with roses. You may have lost in the ring today, but you are a champion to me. I already talked to Elegy. I must go to the Haven. And so to the Haven I will go. I feel like there's a very Thousand-Year Door vibe about this section of the game. It's a weird. It's partly it's the wrestling thing, and partly it's the sense of routine. But also, Thousand-Year Door is just a great game. Always happy to be reminded of it. Let's roll the dice. Today, yellow and A. Yellow like a yolk. A to represent beginning. Truly an auspicious roll. Something is growing. Beginning. Perhaps Palisade's body was broken, but now she may be reborn here, in her haven. See, Psalmist taught that everything in New Theland has always existed. Not in the same form across time. I was born, after all, but some Nova essence must have always existed, just as Palisade still exists in my heart. This is how I know she will return. So, the idea of essence is obviously really, really important to capitalist ideologies. And the idea that you are something fixed or determinate, that there's no possibility for you to be something other than you are, I think that pairs really bleakly with the way Nova puts herself down in the kind of bridge crossing section. Today I received a rose from Elegy. Elegy, my friend. That is to say, as the rose falls away, I remember that glory and adoration are but distractions from my purpose. People's feelings will blow about like petals in the wind, but the centre remains true across time. Thus, I must follow its path and not my own vanity. Days pass. Soon, Nova's second beatdown arrives, her much-hyped rematch with Lumbering Jack. So in Nova's rationalizations, one thing that's emerging is the link between kind of capitalist individualism on the one hand and Christian Puritanism on the other. That's important to keep in mind. This idea of self-denial and discipline as the essence of what it is to resist the dust.